an altar called the altar of incense. So that when he goes in there, ungena as in lentuthu, yalemphepho is what God would smell instead of smelling his flesh. He smells your flesh, you are gone. Because flesh represented sin. And you can ask people who are lovers, and I'm talking about people who are married, as in back in the olden days. It was despicable. You wouldn't sleep with another person other than the one you are married to. Because if you sleep with another person and then so you are disgusting. And thus divorce comes, and those are grounds for divorce. So imagine if we can look at that relationship. So it's not a marriage thing, say I desecrate. Nina, you don't have a picture. I'm not even boasting. I have a clear picture of what marriage was about. What was the intention of, and the sacredness. Yeah. So I don't play with that institution. I'd rather not do it. And I don't do it to please society. And if God hasn't said no, then I will. So by the time ungena lapha, so a sink of the showbread, which was fresh every day, the priests, the Levites would bake it. There's the Shekinah glory and other things as well. And then so shall I only took your incense. You are literally like, okay, this guy's more the people of the East still do it today when they walk into their temples. Meditate, candles, they take off their shoes. That's a sign of respect. Though we don't do that physically, but we're supposed to do it spiritually. Zechariah, the high priest, Baba John the Baptist, because he didn't believe what God said before he entered in, he met an angel. And Jones, you're going to have a son through your wife. He shall be a great prophet, blah, 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 blah. He came out and his tongue was stuck to the roof. And people then saw that, I know this guy has had an encounter, it's a place of encounter. But God doesn't dwell with the flesh. The flesh can't glory. But that's why born now they held it in high esteem before they meet God by a days. But what God now we shift Yaakov this week. During the week you are doing all things to keep yourself pure in readiness to go there. Why am I like we have? Then the amazing thing is the wings of those cherubs, because the tips of their wings would touch, are casting a shadow. What shadow? Because the shadow is cast because some light is falling on an object, and that object then casts a shadow. But symbolically, figuratively, and spiritually, there was a shadow that was covering the secret place. So it's a bedroom. And why? So that as it only the heart, the thoughts. We are exchanging ideas, and we are not being disturbed by our physical eyes, because I disturb eye. So it's back in the days when we used to pray for visits, lift up your hands, close your eyes. Because you get disturbed. These things are disturbed by in the Holy of Holies. So you try and make sure, because you leave the noise of the courtyard. You leave the busyness of the holy place, and you enter into koinonia with God. awuthwali leli thuba yale ngeke ufanele ugeze kule brazen altar before you enter. Awungeni nesono. That's why kune-altar of sacrifice where you have to present a sacrifice. I'm speaking symbolically here. Or spiritual. But I'm using physical things so that we understand spiritual truths. Because you are in the flesh, and God doesn't commune with the flesh. He communes with the spirit. So you have to change. Your flesh has to die. So I'm thinking, when you pray, while you are still in the holy place, and submit every thought under the obedience of the Christ. Confess those things, say these things as you are preparing to go into the secret place to commune with God. Submit your body, ukuthi ingadisturb, ibe heavy, ibe sleepy. Ask the Spirit of God to condition your body and sharpen and quicken your mind, so that you can, because he can speak in images, he can speak in videos, he can speak as in through sound, he can speak through your emotions, and you have to be able to interpret those things and make them intelligible, so that when you come out into the courtyard where everyone is, you can then say, "Thus says the Lord." It's what happened when we did it. They said it's a pity a temperature works and I'm losing my thing. I said, those things I got them in the secret place. But it didn't come the way that I said. I was interpreting what I heard. It's not the words that came, it's an emotion. How then do you interpret? But when you are a spirit man, you are able to then interpret for those that are out there, not that are in the physical world, in a sense. Depict what you, or interpret what you heard in the secret place. Remember, in the verse 4, Matthew chapter 6, and he who is in the secret place, you go in, you close the door, and you pray to God in the secret place, and he who sees in the secret place, the communion, will reward you publicly. Many times, nasi back in the days, there's rewarding, of course, that will excite the flesh. But to me now, the reward in the public place, you can be able to say, no, this is what God is saying. Now you're making it known publicly, but it was spoken to you in the sense of asasifundele kumhlonipha lo, and that's how our relationships are supposed to be. So we don't go into relationships for fun, go into it to lead to marriage, and we learn to hold it sacred. Because this thing is God. God wants to express himself through these things. But because we no longer hold them secret, there's no way. I can't without meeting public. And our lives should depict that. The way that we relate to one another should depict that. Our life should be a life of holiness. Singavani nje nengumkhola, singavani ungakuthandi kuyo. And you dust, as in the dust from off your feet, from the places that you come from, dust off malithande ithuli lalenzalo. Otherwise it will affect wena who lives up the mountain, because nebantu benzalo.